for the probably for the last 10 years. And it's a tool that I use to try to make this world a better place.
Mhm.
So it's a blessing for me to be gifted with this amazing gift and to also have the privilege of sharing it with the world. So yeah, that's just a snippet of introduction about who I am as a person and where I'm from and what I do amongst other things. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 good man. Look, people like myself and others out there are so proud of you guys. The work that you do, and flying the flag, especially in a country like America, because I mean, all of us, we look up to America. As much as we can do things that they do, but they can do them more than we do because they've been there before us and the resources that they have, and then people like yourself, when you're rubbing shoulders with the people that you are rubbing shoulders with, we really, really, we happy, man. We so happy. We're so happy. And also, we do see the work that you guys are doing. For the fact that we are talking today, it's about the work that you've just released. And unfortunately, I haven't, I didn't have time to listen to because Gia did send me, some links, but I still haven't listened to it. But I promise I will, and it will be played on this radio. Played on this radio. South Africans has to hear it. He has to hear it. So, Gabelo, uh,
Yeah.
you've been there for how long now?
Now it's my fifth year.
But how
And
how long how long is
yes,
the
yes.
course, or how long was the course?
So before I respond to the question, I have to point out something very
Okay.
important.
All right. Sure.
So finally, as of yesterday, all of all of the soldiers who were sent from South Africa
Mhm.
to pursue a degree at MSM, and to also try to build these connections and um, to be an ambassadors of, some form. We
Mhm.
all have graduated with high accolades. So as of yesterday, everyone has had the chance to walk through the stage. So I want to send massive congratulations to my other fellow brothers and
Oh,
my other sister who had the privilege of studying there and, you know, um, walking. So yeah, to come back to your question,
yeah.
the degree that I did was 4 years long, like a Bachelor of Music degree. So Konamanje, at this point, I'm pursuing a master's degree. Because for me, education has always been an important part of my life for the longest time. I see it as a tool that allows me to unlock the possibilities that I have and also to help me to realize so many things. So every time I go home, when people ask me, bro, so how do you get there? I'm like, man, school is important. So let's all go to school, educate ourselves. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's so many things that you can get from school. And also there's so many things that you can learn outside from school.
Mhm.
But I think it's important for people to go to school because it also gives you a lot of
Kabelo, I just lost you a
opportunities.
bit there.
Yeah. Well,
I, I just lost you a bit.
oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, you can continue.
Yes. I was saying, yeah, school is very important. So I
Mhm.
always encourage people to go to school. And also it also helps you to be able to build relationships that could, help you advance in the future. So yeah, so that's why I'm studying my master's. I'm still very curious and I still have so many things to learn.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm still here getting the wisdom and the knowledge and taking advantage of everything that is, around.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, congratulations to everyone who graduated
Yeah.
yesterday, as you've just mentioned that. Congratulations, and we're so proud of you guys. Uh, yeah, of course, education is education and education. Without it, uh, without it, we're nothing. We're nothing. We encouraging everybody, especially a younger generation. You see, I'm sure when they see people like yourself, because you're still young, and you have achieved quite a lot, quite a lot, quite a lot. I do see other videos where you play with different musicians. Might have been maybe some of your schoolmates or colleagues, friendship that you've built while uh, you know, when you are in the States. And I've been like, my God, man, this guy. Of course, I didn't know you before. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know you before. But I mean, there is a video that I saw of you guys. I remember last time telling you that you were playing was it St. Thomas? Uh,
Yes, St. Thomas. Yeah.
yeah. When I started hearing about you, and then I saw you guys playing that one, compared that time and now, and I'm like, wow, the growth, man, it's massive.
Hey, when you
I'm
were
sure
speaking
sometimes you can
about
go and
that,
relate to those kinds of videos.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
like I don't know, for some reasons, Isolo, I was going through my hard drive and I
yeah.
came across those videos. I was like, because making the comparison from those many years ago to this day.
Sure,
So
sure.
I'm like, oh man, I've really grown. And like
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes I'm
yeah.
like, did I really used to sound like that? But I
Compared to
still
what you're
love,
doing now.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still love the old version of myself,
Mm,
and
mm,
I
mm,
love the fact that there's so many videos of me sounding worse than that are still on the internet to
mm.
really document like this progress that I've made. Because sometimes, so the thing about being here is that you get exposed to so much information, and it's like the more you learn is to realize how much you don't know. So
Sure, sure. That's
so
true.
so it feels, sometimes it feels like, as opposed to making progress, you
Mm.
are regressing. So like sometimes I go home, I'm like, so am I really moving forward or not? So, and then for like 2 minutes I get discouraged, and then I have that moment where I just sit down and I love to drink tea, and
Mhm.
then I just drink tea, a lot of tea, and then I just listen to my old videos. Like I listened to like a video of me 6 years ago, a
Mhm.
video of me 5 years ago, and
Mhm.
then I listened to a recording of something that I played yesterday. I'm like, hmm, I might feel like I'm regressing, but there's some form of
Sure,
progress. And
sure.
for that, I should
Yeah,
be proud of myself and just
yeah.
continue working and not be harsh to myself.
Sure, sure.
So, yeah.
What's the thing about us? Of course, I'm going to talk about us as musicians. We sometimes we're criticizing ourselves so much. We're becoming heavy on ourselves. It's like also a recording that sometimes you're not pleased with the recording. It's like, hey, I wish uh, I could have done something different here. Because we always do that. Look, for me, I have a music school. I have these kids that come to my schools. Most of them never touched or seen an instrument because they're quite young, age of 8, 9, 10, 11. They've never seen it. They've never, because for me, the first thing I do, I teach you how to sit on the piano, the distance between you and the instrument and your
Mm,
arms and all of that. And you find that
yes.
it's a bit difficult. And then putting your hand, it's difficult, the fingering and all of that. But once you do that, and you'll do that in that speed of like maybe 5 minutes or so, or even less, or it could be 10 or something. And then I'll say to you, play these 5 notes. Just use your 5 fingers, play the notes. You'll find that even the fingering, the hand and stuff like that. But when they leave home, Now they know how to sit. They the distance between the person, the kid and the keyboard,
Yes.
the piano, and the movement
Yes.
of it. That's the progress. It starts like
Yes.
because you coming here, you're here to learn, and I'm teaching you. If you really, really want to become a musician, you start with things like this. It's going to progress from there. I tell you, Kabelo, today there are kids that I'm so proud of them. I'm teaching them songs now, because I also want to motivate them.
Yeah.
I want to motivate them because I mean, if you teach them exercises and leaks and scales and all of that, they hear the thing, but it's like, ah man, I want to play music, you know. So to motivate them, you teach them how to play songs. Just simple like Happy Birthday. They love Happy Birthday. I teach
Yes.
them Happy Birthday because I always say to them, you have a birthday coming up, or it was a birthday a month or 2 or 3 months ago. Is there someone in your family that's going to, celebrate a birthday and all of that?
Yes.
Can you imagine playing a happy birthday for your mother? I always say that to them, and they were like, "Ah, wow,
Yeah.
great." Enough about that. Enough about that. Is this your second offering? This music, this one you just released.
So this is my first EP offering.
Okay. Okay. Mhm. It's
So
not an album yet. It's not. It's not a full
it's
album.
not an album. It's not a
Oh,
full album.
yeah.
So basically, I released this work called the Dot series. I love the name. Um, so long story short, I feel like the Dot series for me is just not a sound, but excuse me, it's a journey defined by your own heart. So
Mm, mm,
what do I mean? I guess um one of the things that this means is that for the first time in a long time, I wanted to create a work of art that allows people to have their own opinion of what it means without imposing any form of restrictions.
mhm, mhm,
Um, because sometimes when you release an album and you title it Letters,
mm,
so it's like we can interpret it the way we want it, but
mm,
also
mm,
maybe I might be wrong. Maybe to some degree we might limit those interpretations to that. So for me, I really wanted to create an atmosphere where people can decide what the music ultimately becomes.
mhm,
um and for me, what the music has meant for me, because I've been holding on to the music for a very, very long time,
mm,
until
mm.
my friend was like, hey, you have to share this with the world.
Sure, sure.
It's
Mhm,
about time.
mm,
Because
mm,
also the reason behind this project is, after I released my first offering, The Key to Authenticity, I
mhm,
found it extremely challenging for me to really think about what could be next. So I needed to ground myself
mhm,
and to find a form of meditation to think about the future or what's
mm,
about to come. So what this EP has done for me, it has allowed me to pay homage to so many people and so many things, but also at the same time it has allowed me like the space to think about the future, like what the next project is going to be. Actually, I ended up coming up with three more concepts that
mm.
actually wrap up the key to authenticity. So right now it's just I'm like I'm in the middle of like writing the music and stuff. I'll be done. I believe the first project will be recorded in October and it's gonna be released. So I have this idea now. So
Mhm,
right now I'm just thinking about, am I gonna release this three new albums in a space of like 2 years, or am I gonna take my time releasing it? But it's like I have like this idea
mm,
to give a snippet. The next project following the key to authenticity will be, but what does it mean? More on that when we get to that.
Mhm, mhm,
I will expand. But yeah, also like I was just like one of the songs that are within this EP is also one of the songs that I recorded from my first album, but I was hearing it differently, so I had to revisit it and I had to change one or two things. And I was just experimenting and then trying to see what is the new sound and where can I go. And I think this project thus far has been successful in a sense that I've received texts from a lot of family members,
mm,
from
mm,
friends, from fans, and they all have different interpretation. Like I was taking like screenshots, like covering people's names, and also like c- taking out the parts where they describe what that music is for them, especially. But I was taking out the personal stuff that they shared and what the music did for them. But it's like I was just sharing, oh, this person thinks about this as this, and
mm,
this
mm,
person
mm,
thinks about this person thinks about this. It's like, so it's like it was a blessing for me, and I felt like it was like mission accomplished because
mm, mm.
every time I try to do something, I'm like, if I can impact one person,
Sure,
mission accomplished.
sure, sure,
So
sure. Mhm.
so
Mm,
so
mm. Amazing.
yeah, I think to this day I never really think too much about like mainstream and everything. Like every time I release work, I like think about like, I really want to make an impact. So how do I get there? So I never really think about, I might need to do this so that I can accommodate the needs of this thing so I can be able to fit in there. No, I just write music and I'm like, I hope I can impact someone. So I'm lucky to be in a position that when I'm doing that, like just trying to be honest with, my craft. I get support also from people, like you reaching out and be like, yay, let's
Yeah.
share your work, people needs to hear that. So that also really makes me happy because it also provides me an opportunity to reach out to an even much wider audience worldwide and to really share. And so this allows me to, to impact as many people as I possibly can. So,
Mm,
but
mm,
yeah, the Thought series, I can go on forever. It has helped me throughout a lot because,
mm,
last year at some point was very tough because I faced so many difficulties and so many uncertainties. And all this was happening around the time when, so many things that I've always aspired to do, like just started happening. Like
mm, mm,
to some degree, I had a tough time, like before and after I went on tour with Babuntu Makatini, which has always been a dream come true. And
mm,
also like just so many things. It was like there were like two worlds, like high and super low, happening at the same time. But yeah, so this thing also helped me to like really get through, not to get through, but to also to to grieve that process and to be able to handle it and to also come out victorious. So it has meant a lot, in addition to my other work and everything else that I've been listening from my friends and family. So
yeah.
it's also a special project, and I will also do a follow-up EP based on this.
Wow. Hear that. Good to hear that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
We only have about 2 minutes, Caps.
oh man.
But look, these are beautiful stories, man. I mean, look, you elaborated nicely. I mean, anyone, I'm sure, understands, you know, whatever that is behind what you're doing. You're narrating these stories about yourself in a way that even a layman out there who's listening can get to understand, can really, really get to understand the kind of work you're doing and the motivation behind it and the stories that you are telling through the work that you're doing. You know, mna, next time you're coming to South Africa, let's do, because remember, we were supposed to do the Eastern Cape as well, but through
Yeah.
some minor challenges we couldn't, and so your time and stuff like that. It has to happen next time you come into the country. Promise me that.
That's a deal. And it might be very, very soon because I'm putting together some stuff.
Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna prepare. We're gonna prepare nicely this time around. It's not gonna be the last time. We're gonna prepare nicely this time.
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
to. You have to. You
Yeah.
have. My brother, hey, time is always a problem. Now is always time is always a problem. Jesus.
It is.
So you're still gonna be around
It's
in New York after you finish. I'm sure now you're closer to the end of your studying at MSM.
yes, yes, yes. I am closer towards the finish line.
Mhm,
But I have to say, I've been thinking about coming back home after my studies to
mhm,
serve at home. Um, I had a dream when I came here, and I feel like I've accomplished so many things that I've set for myself. And I
mhm.
think right now I'm in a good space that says, I think you can go home or you
Yeah.
can move on somewhere. So I guess to be determined, but as we speak today, I have a strong feeling and this strong sense of urgency to
Mhm.
return home and to share what I have learned with as many people as I can before going off to do other things.
We're
But
going to
yes,
learn.
yes.
We're going to learn so much from you. We're going to learn from so much from. I mean, from the stories that you just told me now, it's quite a lot
And
that.
I Yeah, and I also look forward to learning from you guys because it's always challenging for me because I try to exist in two worlds to like catch up what's
Mhm.
happening back home and also being
Yeah.
here. But I also get deeply inspired. That's why right now I'm also in a good space to be like, yeah, I can come home. I can just create. Because I also grew to understand right now that actually all the things that I still want to do, I can still do them even when I'm located in South Africa. Because I also realized that actually if people really want you, they will
Mm.
fly you from
Of
wherever
course,
you are and
quite
bring
right there. You're
you.
quite right there.
So
You're quite
I'm
right there.
like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Your last word,
so
my
yeah.
friend. We only have 30 seconds. Your last words.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
I highly recommend you check out the dot series. If you complain about time, it's probably going to be the shortest thing you'll ever listen to. It's like 18 minutes long, and I think it's going to be a very special journey. And I can only hope that it will positively affect whoever gets to listen to it. And if you can, feel free to reach out to me in any of my social media platforms. If you need to connect me anyway, I'll be
Mhm.
open. To everyone who's been supporting me, thank you for the continued love and support. Immensely grateful, and I love you all so, so very, very much. And ndiyabulela
We love you too,
for
Kabelo. Thank
everything.
you so much, man. Have a lovely one. Have a lovely one. It's a weekend. Take care, my friend. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, cool, man. Cool. Wow, that was Kabelo Boy